A few episodes ago, we finished up our bellows. What a great project. They work so well. The bellows power the heart of a blacksmith shop, and that is a forge. This is going to be our forge area. This is just this stand to hold up our forge, a concentrated heat source, so we can heat up iron to 2,000 degrees. Problem is, I can't put 2,000 degrees on a wood stand like this. Even if I made a steel stand, 2,000 degrees would melt right through. So we need to have some sort of insulating material between our 2,000 degree fire and our stand below it. That's what we're going to be working on. Let's look at the materials. If we can't use wood and we can't use iron, what are we going to use? Well, if you've been on this channel any amount of time at all, you've seen us use the same material for our chimney, our mud ovens, our chinking for our cabin, even the floor for the cabin. Well, we're going to go back to our old friend cob. We've got our local clay, comes right out of the ground right here, a local sand. Today's mix will be 50% clay, 50% sand. We'll mix that up like we usually do with our feet, and then take it just like a mud pie, put it on top of our stand and form it into a bowl shape with a special hole in the bottom for the air to come in so that fire can breathe. This clay material will dry out, and as it's heated, it'll turn into a ceramic material and make the perfect insulator. This is a truly ancient technology and so easy to do even today.
While John's mixing up this cob, I'm working on getting this all level. So we want the bellows to direct this air to the fire. We want to feed the fire, not just kind of blow on it. Now this air, right where it comes in, that's the important part. We want that to be directed right under, feeding the fire. Just a fire on its own will only get half as hot as what we need. So the oxygen supplied through here is going to help that get over 2,000 degrees, which is what we need to get that metal hot enough to work.
And fail. Our cob bowl is done, the bowl that's going to hold the fire. And you can see down here in the bottom quarter is the hole where the air comes through from the bellows. The air hole, as it goes into the fire pot, is called the tuyere, which is a French term that gets adopted into the English language right about the late 18th century. I'm not sure what the English called this little spot right before they adopted that French term. Maybe they just called it the air hole. I don't know. But it has to be just right. We've actually closed this down a little bit to restrict the airflow from the bellows because the metal nozzle was a little big. But that gives us the chance to actually change this if that hole isn't big enough. There's plenty of volume in the metal cone that we can open our little air hole up to give us more breathing room or more breathing in the fire. We've let this dry overnight, and I've started a few little fires in it to dry it a little bit faster because we want to heat metal right away. Because of this sort of speed drying, it's got some cracks in it, but that is just fine. We can repair the cracks with a little bit of clay if we want to, And over time, this is gonna break down anyway and we'll rebuild it. So that's really the nice part about this is we can rebuild this part of the forge over and over again. It only takes a few hours. Even if we want to rearrange it, we need a bigger one or smaller one for different kinds of projects. If we really need to, we can totally rebuild the forge in just an hour or two and have it ready the next day. We're gonna put some charcoal in this and start getting it hot.
All right, so this Frontier forge really is doing the trick. So this combination of these bellows, it's really giving a lot of air in here. That's got a lot of heat. We're gonna make an S-hook today, just a simple implement that can be used anywhere on a Frontier homestead. All right, we've got a nice little bed of coals in there. Here's our piece of metal that we're gonna make an S-hook out of. And just get it right in there. Right where the coals are the brightest. That's going to be the hottest spot, and that's going to get us some pretty quick heat. So I'm looking for a kind of yellowish orange color, really bright. There, that'll be good enough to work. Over to the anvil. I'll start off by drawing it to a taper. Lost its color, it's already cooled down. So one more heat and we'll do a little curlicue on the end of it. So I need to straighten out this S-hook, so I'm going to go over to the post vise that's on our new bench right here in our blacksmith shop and straighten it out.
The forge, it's incredible how much heat we can produce right here. We can melt iron if we want to, but this gets us right up so that we can manipulate it any way we need. We can make tools for the homestead, for neighboring homesteads. The rest of the blacksmith shop we've assembled. We've got our very sturdy workbench. We've got our post vise. We've got anvils. We've got the quenching bucket, an entire blacksmith shop ready to use. And we're gonna be using it on future episodes. So make sure to subscribe so you can see how we're working with the homestead here, both equipment and food. We're gonna have so much fun. Thanks for watching.